I think the biggest issue here is not even the film's fault, is its release on OTT platform. Because it was planned, shot and edited for a theatrical release. They even left the intermission frame in there. But still, I had tears in my eyes by the end of the film. Hello guys, I'm Nona and today we'll be talking about the latest Tamil release, Soorarai Pottru. Directed by Sudha Kongara, she was assisted in screenplay by Shalini Ushadevi, Aalif Surti and Ganesha. And the dialogues are penned by Vijay Kumar. Starring Suriya, Paresh Rawal, Aparna Balamurali, Urvashi and many more. Really enjoyed watching it. This was my first Surya film and he really impressed me. We have to clear one thing out, that this is not a biopic. Not in a traditional sense anyways. It is inspired by the events in the life of J.R. Gopinath and it's based on his book called Simply Fly, A Deccan Odyssey. Now the film has taken some of the events from his life, they have fictionalized it to add the dramatic effect. The names are totally different and the film is very stylized. It's not over the top but it's not too realistic also. And it's a creative choice of the director. Some people including me would like a more realistic approach, but we cannot complain. The director wanted to tell this story this way, she delivered it and she did a great job at it. This is a very well made film and we got to know behind the scenes all the troubles the film went through, from shooting at airports, runways, etc. to even releasing the film. Technically the film was great. Only one thing stood out for me and that's very small thing, it's just a nitpick. So when you see slow motion shots in films, they are shot very differently. They are shot at 120 fps or 240 fps. So it looks smoother when you see the slow motion because they make the footage slow in post production while editing. But here some of the shots they shot it normally but later they realized they want slow motion and slowed the footage down. And I've been editing for so long, I can tell this is slowed down footage and it's not smooth, so I can tell they didn't shoot it at high fps. They slowed down a normal footage. It's not a big thing at all, doesn't make any difference to the film, but it did pop out for me, so I had to point it out. The story is very inspirational and I didn't know about it. This was educational for me. Now I know that the real story is very different than this film. And coming to the story of the film, this is an all-out underdog story. It showcases the rich versus poor theme and the film makes the point that everyone has the right to experience flying. It is not something that is just reserved for the rich. And there was a really good dialogue in the film too, when a reporter asked that there are so many issues with the poor in the country, they don't have food, but you want to give them experience in a flight. How does that make sense? And Mara answers that I'll do for the poor what I can do in my field, make them fly for a very low cost. Guys, if you're finding value in this video, do hit the like button because when you do that, YouTube promotes this video and more people can watch it. Also consider subscribing and hit the bell icon to get more videos like this. Now Mara, played by Surya, what a great performance. He had that arrogance in him which is very rare to see in protagonists in commercial films, and his transformation over the years in the film was really believable. And Aparna Balamurali as Bhumi, she was just fabulous in writing as well as in the performance. She was the highlight of the film. Never seen such a bold character on screen in a commercial film like this. And both Surya and Aparna's chemistry was really good. It was working throughout the film. And Mara's motivation, it was too powerful and it made sense that he can go all out to accomplish his dream. He lost his father. He couldn't even say goodbye to him. And why? Because he couldn't afford a flight. He could have reached his father in 2 to 4 hours, but it took him 16 hours. And that whole sequence on the airport where he's begging for the money, it was just fabulous and he performed really well. I even liked the way it was shot. They didn't go too close on him. It stayed far away as if we are there in person to see what's happening. And then when he reaches home and his scene with the mother, so well done. It's a great scene and you don't see these scenes in a commercial film, that too with such big actors. It's very rare. Urvashi as Mara's mother, she did really good job. I like the non-linear narrative style. It was really fresh, and also in most biopic kind of films, when it's linear, it's just one event, next event, that's it. So there's no much fun in that. I like this approach. The struggle of achieving this dream is portrayed really well. It never feels easy. We go on this roller coaster ride with him, and whenever he takes one step up, he comes back 2 steps back. And this keeps happening again and again, and he hits the rock bottom. And as audience, you become unsure that what will happen. Will he even succeed? Because at some moments it becomes so hopeless that we also want to give in. But our protagonist doesn't. And that's what makes the climax so satisfying. Bonnie was a vital character in the film. She's not just a love interest in the film. Without her, Mara is incomplete. And I like the organic build-up of their relationship. And that's why her presence doesn't feel inconsequential. And Mara is not a flawless guy. He's arrogant. He has this male ego. When he's at the rock bottom, he gets jealous of his own wife. The male ego kicks in, tries to disrespect her and her business, and even pushes his wife away. And again later in the film, he feels shy in asking money from her. Because how can he? He's a male. How can he ask a woman for money? And I like they added all of this in the story because it adds depth to the character. character, that he is not perfect. He needs to learn more things on his journey. He cannot fly with so much weight of his male ego. He needs to get rid of it. The build-up and the climax really paid off. For the first time, it's so refreshing that the climax is not about the action or the fighting. It's about achieving the dream, finishing the task. And the climax also subverts expectations. We expect people will show up, but they don't. And we are like, really? Did he fail? And then we also get surprised like the character in the film. And that sweet moment of victory when Mara is looking at the plane and the door opens and the old ladies come out. You get goosebumps. After all of this, facing so many obstacles, so many barriers, he did it. He fulfilled his dream. I'll not lie, I had tears in my eyes. And then the mother comes out with a picture of the father. Oh my god, that was too much. At the end, as we have witnessed this journey, as audience, we feel triumph. And that is a proof that how well made the film is. Now coming to the OTT release issue, this film was definitely made for theatres. There were moments in the film which would have maximum impact in a theatre, and that cannot translate on your laptop or mobile screen. And the film feels long too. It's 2 hours 30 minutes. But we wouldn't say that if we had seen it in a theatre. By the way, I made a video. Why it is the future, go check it out if you haven't. I have a really important question to ask. Why is there no Hindi dub for this film? I don't get it. Why? This film is right up the alley of the Hindi audiences. They would love this film. This is Diwali time. Not everywhere theatres are open. People are not gonna go to theatres. They want something to watch over the Diwali weekend. And Amazon does not have any Hindi offering. Just release a Hindi dub for this film. Even 10% Hindi audience watch this. This would be great for the film, for the actors, and they will enjoy it. Like you could have Tamil and Telugu dub for Mirzapur, but the Hindi audiences cannot get the Hindi dub for a great film like this. What is this? This is not fair. Guys, if you agree with me, go trend this hashtag Soorarai Pottru Hindi dub. Please do that. Now let's talk about some of the issues I had in the film. First of all, the villains, very one note, one dimensional. They were just plain evil, that's it. Nothing more to them. Now I have to say this, Paresh Rawal is a good actor, and I've seen a lot of films of his. But here, whenever he spoke, someone else had dubbed it for him, and it just threw me out of the film. Okay, maybe Tamil audience don't know him very much, so it doesn't matter, but to me, it just felt off. There were several small moments throughout the film which I think could have been cut out. They were not really needed. If there was no coronavirus, if this film had released in theatres, it would have been a blockbuster, without doubt. And this year, I think this is one of the best films which came on OTT. We saw many, but I think this is one of the top contenders. So guys, that's it. That was a video. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, let me know in the comments your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos. If you like them too, do consider subscribing and do hit the bell icon, because we'll be doing a live stream talking about this film this weekend. So to get that, do hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.